What up, chat? What up, YouTube? What up, everybody? This is Zomb, and we are live with Music Mondays, episode number 16. I need to make sure my title's right. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, chat, what's good? How is everybody? Welcome to, Music Mondays, episode 16. If you don't know, this is my weekly podcast, talk show, slash, um, chill session, whatever you want to call it, where we talk about everything and anything, mostly music, but we talk about life shit, we talk about all sorts of stuff. Excuse me. And today's going to be a really important episode, and I have some things to talk about as well, since we have some excellent reviews. So this will be a nice productive Music Mondays. But regardless, I hope everybody's well. Um, Episode 15 is also live on YouTube if you missed it. Link will be in the description, or of course !MM in the chat, and that'll deliver you all the links you need to Music Mondays. But yeah, so updates. Zomb Slays. Of course, as you guys know, I'm also a producer as well as a manager and amongst other things in the underground. But I recently dropped a song that I produced with an artist I manage known as Sunburn. And of course, that will be linked in the description. The song is titled See You Around, and it's a fucking banger. A beat I didn't really care for, but Sunburn really made it sick. So that's really like the cool thing about collaborating with artists that are also your friends. Is like sometimes they'll bring shit out of you that you don't really see. And he really blessed this track, and he's about to really take over the summer. So Sunburn is a name that you'll see and hear in Music Mondays a lot, and we'll be talking about him for sure. But See You Around is out now on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, everywhere. Just look up Zomb Slays, or you can look up Sunburn, and it's the latest song we dropped. But like I said, it'll be linked in the description. Music Mondays updates. Getting my USB hub this week, so my new setup will be A1. A1. I'm gonna have that set up hopefully by the next Music Mondays, and finally we can get that shit out of the way, because I've been talking about it for a while, but life shit always comes up, and we're always dealing with all different types of shit. So, yeah. Music Mondays, as well, is getting not really like a makeover, but we're looking into hiring more people as well. Recruiting is still going on. As far as like our social media accounts, make sure you follow those, because there's going to be a lot of new things coming with Music Mondays. We're going to start tweeting out song submissions. We're going to start doing our playlist as well. I did a poll, I think, about a week ago on the Music Mondays Twitter, and I had asked what people wanted, whether they wanted written interviews and reviews, audio interviews, reviews, playlists, or song tweets. And the responses were all really, really even, so I think we're gonna do a mixed bag of everything and really start putting on for the underground in the way that I know it can be done, and properly. And I know you all are gonna really enjoy it. So, in case you're wondering, I guess, like, why I'm not my normal enthusiastic self. So today's Monday, May 10th, and I'm recording this 9:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I guess we'll just jump right into it. I mean, this isn't really a subject I guess I could really ease into, so it's really something I wanted to get off my chest this Music Mondays and really explain to you guys what's going on with a bunch of shit. So, um, Friday I had lost a close friend. She passed away. Uh, she was a couple years younger than me. And it definitely affected me pretty hard in multiple ways. But first off, it hit me because anytime somebody around me passes away due to drugs, um, it hits me in a certain spot because I've lost a lot of people since 2018 to drugs and drug overdoses. So, uh, I guess really what I'm trying to get at is like, um, it started in 2018. My homie, uh, his name was Aaron. He he was a childhood best friend of mine, and we known each other for over a decade. Like I've known him since I was 13, and he overdosed when he was 23 years old, and it really affected me, and it fucked me up, and it's something I really want to discuss now that it's coming up again, because that one just really opened my eyes to like how fragile life is, I guess, and how important it is to how do I say this? I guess just check in on your people and care about your people and if you can like always like leave people better than you found them. And in 2018 that was barely at the point where I was getting into music. I hadn't even started like building brands or anything like that. I had barely like a library. I didn't really have much. And I had started meeting a lot of like really wonderful people in the music scene that were much like myself. I don't want to just say broken people, but just people with depression, people with mental health battles, people with just all sorts of people from all sorts of angles of life. And music really introduced me to that again because I grew up skating, so I was around all sorts of cultures when I was younger. And because I'm 24 now, and when I got back into music, it reminded me that there's still a bunch of people out there that uh, are just like me or just like everybody else that deals with a lot of shit and like expresses themselves in like ways that are really good and ways that are really bad. And there was an artist I interviewed in uh, 2019, and he went by the name of Pascal, and we would talk often after the interview because he was from the Seattle scene, and we would just talk on and off here and there. Um, and I remember the week before he passed away, um, Pascal and I were talking about doing shit for XXIX Club, and that was one of the last DMs we had had. He said he was debating on coming into our crew and starting to work with us musically and business wise. And then I heard that he passed away, and he had also passed away from drugs. And that one, that one was really fucked up, and that wasn't really something that uh I liked. I mean, of course nobody likes it, but it was like again for me. It brought all those feelings back. And then a mutual friend of a lot of my friends, um, not long after Pascal, known as Hella Sketchy, he passed away as well. And that was also from drugs, and that rocked the underground community in a way that I hadn't seen before. Like, sort of like Peep. Like when Peep passed away, 2018. Um, that rocked the underground. Like that was like all over the timeline. But when Hella Sketchy died, that was another one where it sort of brings all those feelings back when you're talking about people dying from drugs. And that was 2019, so fast forward to 2021. Skip over the pandemic. And I had a close friend. Her name was Bianca. We had just started talking, I guess, this last April, like pretty often. And she was a mutual friend of mine. And she was um, one of those like really real people that you could just tell was like you get what you get at like face value, like there isn't many layers, and like a lot of those real people are pretty important and pretty rare. And she was one of those people that you could just tell was loyal as a dog and really really fucking just real and raw. And I got the news this last Friday that she had passed away as well, and that was also from drugs. So that makes four people only from drugs that I was like really uh really close with. That's not even counting like the mutual people that I, hi bye, kind of like, whoa, they're gone. Like those are four people that really were important to me. And I guess really the point of me saying all that is the one thing that all those people have in common is that they were all very, very good souls. Like really, really good souls. And like those are people that would really just do anything for their friends, really do anything for anybody. Like just like blood brother, blood sister, just really real in and out type shit. Like just straight soldiers that the world doesn't really see often with really good hearts. And all those people had so many interactions with people that they would recall, and it was just crazy the amount of love that these people showed, and everybody would think about those times after they passed away, and it's just fucked up. It's pretty fucked up, and life is funny like that because you won't see um this happen to quote unquote bad people or anything like that. Like it's always going to be like the really really good souls that you would have loved to see what they would have done in the world and like how many more people they could have helped. And that whole group of people I just described was just like that. And I think it's important for me to take time out here to address not only drug addiction, but I guess caring about the people around you and caring about your friends and caring about your family. So before I get into that, we'll just talk about drug addiction for a second because I think people get that still a little bit misunderstood when people get addicted to drugs. Because when people get addicted to drugs, um, they're usually just drowning out something in their life 9 times out of 10, whether it be alcohol, it could be heavy drugs, it could be anything. But they get addicted because they're flushing something out of their life and their world that they don't like. That's why when they go to rehab and they uncover the layers, they just realize, oh, you just never dealt with this childhood trauma, or you just never dealt with this relationship trauma. Because it's not the drugs that make people bad; it's just the life experiences, you know. So all these people that are passing away, are just battling things that they don't like in their life. They're really having a hard time with dealing with shit. Like, and that's the best way that I can describe it, because not everybody understands that. Not everybody understands that it's not like like of course at first it's like, oh yeah, pop a perk, pop a this, pop a, you know what I mean? It's just, fun shit, get high, whatever. But when you're starting to fill a void, then it just becomes this like vicious cycle and you turn into a person that a lot of people don't excuse me, recognize. So just understand that if you have anybody around you that you think has a problem or could be going through some shit, like don't go accuse them. Don't go tell them to stop. Don't go say that you're trying to do this and you're trying to fill a void, because it's just it just makes people want to do shit more, whatever their thing is, right? So understand that those people just need a shoulder. They need support. They need a healthy support, not people to go get them drugs or anything like that. I'm talking like people to care about them, like do the most you can to care about people, because you never know when they could just kind of go over the edge, like regardless of how good they're doing. Like it doesn't matter if somebody's fucking A1, like they still end up falling off the horse every once in a while, like everybody does. And sometimes when you fall on the horse, like you just don't get back up. So make sure like when your friends are going through it, your family's going through it, like you pick them the fuck up and you make sure that they're good with whatever they're struggling with. Like, I don't condone drug use, but I don't condone um, negatively impacting people that do drugs by telling them to not do more drugs. Like, it's just defeating the purpose, man. Like, those people need support, they need help, they need love. And, regardless of all that, like, if you haven't done any drug, don't go and fucking try drugs because it's not a game. Like, just don't do drugs. And if you're already doing drugs, be fucking safe. Test everything that you do. Stay around people, never do drugs alone. Always check in with your friends and family. If you're struggling, get help. But never, never shun those people away or anything like that. Never think that they're just fucking useless or they're just going through it. That's really all it is. So, if you're doing drugs, be safe and get help. If you're not doing drugs, don't do drugs. Flat out, like, don't try anything you haven't tried before. If you haven't tried it, don't try it. That's it. Period. End of fucking discussion. So, um, one thing I wanted to touch on after that was not only the actual action of drugs, but I guess, like I said, caring about people and really just checking in on them and not neglecting friendships, not neglecting family, not neglecting relationships. Like, make sure the people that you care about and that care about you are good, because you never know what could happen. It couldn't even be drugs. Somebody could just die in their sleep with a fucking heart attack. You can never talk to them again, but because y'all had a fight or y'all aren't good or y'all you did it, bro. No more of that. No more of that. It's fucking all horseshit. And if you got beef with somebody, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people that did you dirty. I'm talking about petty shit. People, your partners in life, man. Your best friends, the ones that count, Those are the ones that you fall out with and sometimes you don't see again. And you don't want that to happen over and over again. So that's why important it's just very important, man. Like it's very important to do that. Like respect that shit. Respect that shit 100%. So, love your friends, love your family. Check in on everybody daily. Tell everybody you love them. Don't fucking don't let no stupid shit break up like, you know, the shit you love. Don't let any of that like make you lose focus of like the people that you care about, because some shit can happen and you're like, damn, that's fucked up. Cause sure, life's meant to happen, but also like it's important to know that this shit is short. So just show love, man. That's it. And I'm always here to talk. Everyone at Music Mondays is always here to talk. And if you need help with anything, I'll always do my best to give you advice. So that's that on that. I just wanted to take a few moments to discuss that and spread a little bit of awareness about excuse me, substance abuse and things like that. So um just be aware that it's still a thing and it's very important that you know about it. I actually did tweet the stream out, but that's fine. Because that rant was a little important and I just needed to really get that off my chest because this episode of Music Mondays will be really good to have in the collection as well for future listeners and anybody who enjoys the conversation part of the show. Let me tweet this out. Give me 1 second, chat. Sub goal is pretty low. Hashtag subpocalypse. Hashtag get Zomb sub goal up. 7 out of 10 subscribers. Lol. Okay, yeah. Stream is tweeted. Yo, NM God, what's good? Hope you're well on me. But regardless, we'll get right into reviews and we'll start discussing this week's submissions in a few moments. After I finish this SIG, and we'll start to transition into more chill mode of the show. The thing about submissions as well, before I like actually do get into this, every submission that I've been receiving recently for the past, like I say, 3 weeks has been excellent. So I just wanted to say shout out all the artists that do submit, and shout out all the people that are retweeting and helping out Music Mondays, and just helping us find new artists, man. Like this is what we do, and all these people are really, really happy. Shout out Phoenix James from last week, man. Like she actually took the clip that I was discussing of her song from last week's episode and posted it on Twitter. And I thought that was excellent. So if you do get reviewed here on Music Mondays, post that shit. And it'll even be better to post once my setup's fully done. So just know that stream upgrades were always happening and we're always looking to improve. So just know that. And shout out to everybody for submitting. I remember there was weeks where Music Mondays wouldn't get any submissions. And now even on regular like kind of chill Mondays, we're still fucking rocking with a few submissions, so it's really exciting. So discussions. Reviews. Let's get it. Um, First up on our list is a long time artist who's been submitting to Music Mondays by the name of Spendo. And man, before I even get into this song, I just want to shout out Spendo for consistently submitting and always showing always showing Music Mondays love, man. Like this guy is a worker and he's always trying to improve, and literally that's the only thing that I can I can look for, you know? Like these are hungry artists right here. So Spendo submitted a track titled High Tide. It's linked in the chat, linked also in the description of the YouTube upload. But thoughts on High Tide? It's got a feature with an artist known as R Soul, but Spendo went the fuck off on the first verse, like per usual, but differently in this verse, he was spitting bars in a flow that I hadn't heard yet. This song's a bit older, but it could drop right now, and you would think that Spendo just made it because it's that it's that good. Typical West Coast gangster sort of stuff, but definitely got a more alternative vibe almost because the lyrics and it's everything is really spot on about this track. Um, Especially the cover. I really fuck with the cover, but more so about Spendo's first verse. He rode the beat perfectly. His bars were fast and they hit hard. I really like the flow in this song. Like it's probably one of my favorite flows I've heard of Spendo. So that's a really good thing, man. Like, and this is actually one of his older tracks, so I find that funny that he just always is trying new things and is always improving, man. Like, it's excellent. It's fucking excellent to hear and really see. So, Our Soul comes in after the hook, and he has a great feature flow. And if you guys know about the feature flow, specifically, um, the feature flow as in like when somebody's doing a song and they have a feature on it, but the feature really makes the song completely different and they add their own sauce to it, and Our Soul really did this like 100% on High Tide. Like he came in and like when his verse comes in, I almost want to start the song over again just to like hear this like switch up and how he did his flow on this beat. So I thought this was like an excellent mashup of styles, like for sure. Um, Spendo is really one good song away from a hit, man. Like at the end of the day, this hook is great. The beat's fucking amazing. Like his beat selection's always on point. So, never stop creating, Spendo. Keep going, and you're literally one song away from actually getting the traction that you want. So, keep doing your thing. Keep going outside of the box. Keep trying new shit. Keep doing this. This is excellent. So, shout out Spendo. Shout out Arsol. Thank you for the submission. Go listen to High Tide. It'll be linked in the description. Go check out Spendo. Go follow him on all platforms. Spendo. Um, Thank you for the submission, homie. Much love. Of course, we have um another another excellent submission. Um, of course, it'll be linked in the description, but this is also um another artist with a long time submission record here at Music Mondays. This is an artist known as Heavy Metaphors, and of course his song will be linked in the chat. But like I said, linked in the description of the YouTube video as well. But like I said, Heavy Metaphors is always submitting to Music Mondays, and the song that he submitted this week was titled Alexandrite. And I'm always a sucker for these alternative guitar style beats. So when I heard this intro, um, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like the intro could have been the whole song, and I would still feel just as ecstatic as I do. Um, Heavy Metaphors really did his thing on this song, especially with the guitar. The guitar is really well done. The long guitar intro is about a minute, and it's just a trance. It's really a nice instrumental, and it's really the like it's the raw acoustic instrumentals that I personally love. And if you're into the alternative type of acoustic shit, definitely, definitely gonna like this. So the vocals drop, like I said, about after a minute, and the vocals are mixed well. This is another older track by Heavy, but could drop today and could do numbers if it hits the right ears, man. So, um, really, I just like Heavy style, and these raw acoustic tracks really hit me in a different way. So, I feel like if Heavy were to keep doing this, something would stick as well. And raw acoustic tracks like this are just. I'm just a sucker for it. So maybe I'm biased, maybe I'm not. But at the end of the day, um, this is definitely a song you gotta check out if you're into the alternative scene. And the vocals, I like, especially because of how they're written. It's just raw, man. So if you're into raw shit, check out Heavy Metaphors, Alexandrite. Linked in the description, linked in chat. Um, Follow Heavy on all platforms, Heavy Metaphors. Thank you for the submission, Hobie. Much love. Appreciate you. Excellent. Heavy always has that really good style, man. I always appreciate I always appreciate those songs. I do. Um, but last submission. And it's actually a new artist, or I guess I should say new group of artists. It's an independent heavy metal band known as Cynic Scald. And they submitted a track known as Army Romance. And okay, first off, I'm not a big uh heavy metal fan, or really like heavy music fan. So I was going into this listening with virgin ears, if you will, because I didn't really know what to expect, and I was really only going to listen to the quality rather than like the style, because I'm not familiar with it, so I can't really critique it. But what I am familiar with is good quality music. So, um, this track is definitely not my flavor, but I enjoyed it for what it is to me. So if you're into like underground heavy shit, this is definitely for you. It's all really, really well mixed. Some of the guitars are excellent. The vocals are definitely dope. Dope as in they sound good for what heavy metal is. They they really do. And the mixing was definitely on point, and I feel like as it improves, this band could be something really good in that sort of independent heavy scene. Like I said, the hook as well. Um, Not much to take away from this track other than keep doing your thing, Cynic. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, for what it is. If you're into the sort of independent, heavy, alternative stuff, Army Romance is definitely for you. Check out Cinescald on all platforms. Follow Cinescald on all social medias. Thank you guys for this submission. It was a quick one, but I didn't want to critique it too hard because it's not something I'm familiar with. So, shout out Cynic for the submission, and you guys keep doing your thing. So, that is it. That wraps up all our submissions for this week. Like I said, chill week for submissions, but there were weeks where we didn't even get any, and last week's where we had like fucking 8. So, shout out to everybody who submitted. Go follow Spendo, go follow Heavy Metaphors, and go follow Cynic Scald, man. 3 really, really, really independent, growing artists that deserve some love, man. Keep doing all your things, and shout out you guys for supporting Music Mondays. So, now, we're into the later half of the show. Yo, what's good, Bird? Hope you're well, homie. Yo, what's good, Bromo? What is this link? Oh my god. He sent it. But anyways, um, yeah, kind of an important episode this week. Um, not really gonna be a lengthy one, probably. Um, won't reach an hour, but probably about 50 minutes. Um, but the beginning is really what I wanted people to hear, and I'm glad I got that out. And then we moved into reviews, so definitely a good show so far. Shout out you guys. Like I said, as far as the schedule goes for Music Mondays, so we're live every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, the rebroadcasts for each of those episodes following that Monday are uploaded on that Friday. So Monday we're live, Friday the rebroadcasts are uploaded. Um, so if you're ever wondering where you can see the show if you missed it, or if you do miss the show, all the episodes are live on YouTube. I can't stand this stick drift, but yeah, that's the schedule, and I feel like I should really put a new flyer out for our schedule, but it's something that I discuss every week. So as long as you're listening, you'll know where you can find Music Mondays, without a doubt. This is actually a spot I used to skate when I was young as hell too. I figured it'd be a good chill spot for today. Um, One thing I was thinking about at a later date as well, for all our audio listeners, the people that do want to listen on Apple and Spotify and all that shit, if you're interested in that, definitely let me know. Once there's enough demand for it, that's something I'm going to do, and you can find Music Mondays there as well in the future. But that was just a thought I had the other day as to what we could do for um an audio version of the show. One thing I did forget to mention though, so submissions are open following the live show. So I do reviews tonight, but the submissions will open back up tomorrow on Tuesday. So from Tuesday to the following Monday, so today's the 10th, submissions will open on the 11th tomorrow. So you'll have until the 17th to get your tracks in and really um submit the proper shit you want to submit, right? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be submitting um, all sorts of old tracks and all sorts of old art and everything like that. The latest art is always preferred, so um, definitely try to submit your latest. And at the end of the day, all submissions are accepted, and it's not just music. Digital creations, digital art, fashion, music videos, literally anything. So if you're interested in submitting to Music Mondays, and you'd like to see me talk about it, um, submit. You can contact Music Mondays at all Music Mondays. You can contact me at Zomb anywhere. Um, Link your portfolios, tracks, anything under the Music Mondays tweet. You can DM it to me. You can DM it to Music Mondays. You can email it to me as well. But if you're watching on YouTube, um, all that information will be linked in the description as well. So if you're like, fuck, where do I go to submit tracks? What the fuck do I do? Da 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 da. Everything will be linked in the YouTube description. 100%. But yeah. So for next week, we'll be live the 17th. And if you have any questions or you have anything you'd like to submit, DM it to me, drop it in the YouTube comments, let me know. And yeah. So, like I said, submissions back open tomorrow. This VOD will be dropping Friday. And that's about it. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Like I said, sort of a quick show, but I didn't really want to dive too deep in anything when I didn't really have a schedule. I had one or two things to talk about, but I updated everything in the beginning. If you're looking for your music reviews, that'll also be time stamped. But to wrap it up, the last few things. Um, Music Mondays is really going to take over the summer, and make sure you're in tune with everything that we're doing. Song tweets, um, audio interviews and reviews, written interviews and reviews. Everything is coming that you all asked for. So just be ready. I'll update you guys next week on episode 17. Um, Live 9 p.m. per usual. But like I said, Friday for the VOD. Submissions open tomorrow. Um, yeah, it's been Zomb Slays. This is Music Mondays episode 16. I hope you all be safe. Definitely listen to this one. It's not really that long of a listen, but it's an important one. So go check out every artist we talked about today. Like I said, submissions back open tomorrow. So follow Music Mondays on all platforms at All Music Mondays. Follow me, Zomb Slays, and everything will be linked in the description. Be safe, chat. I'll be live next Monday.